Hot takes, great debates, highlights, basketball. This is great, ladies and gentlemen. Team LeBron versus Team Giannis. Money on the line for Chicago charities. As we all know, the rules changed for this one. I'll explain it as we go. As out the gate, Team LeBron gets the jam. Luka to LeBron. Now LeBron finding Kawhi Leonard, who was absolutely phenomenal, the best player on the court in Sunday's All-Star game. Off the midst is Kawhi, who had 25 points in the first half, 30 for the game, drilling the three. More Kawhi Leonard. This is going to be your MVP for the first ever Kobe Bryant MVP award that was changed in honor of his death. Kawhi Leonard's going to get that award. As we go, Chris Paul up top to Ben Simmons for the Jam, a little All-Star fun for Team LeBron. They win the first quarter, earning $100,000 for Chicago scholars. 53-41. Second quarter, Giannis getting his team back on the board, trying to win some money. So the scores reset after each quarter. And after the third quarter, we go to 24 in honor of Kobe as Kemba Walker freezes Domantas Sabonis. So each quarter, you can win $100,000 for one of the two foundations that was picked by each of these teams, as Giannis goes up top and gets one, leading Team Giannis. They're up 22-14 here in the second quarter. Kawhi Leonard's back drilling threes. He was just absolutely hot as a campfire. LeBron had the rock in his hands more times than not, the point guard for Team LeBron. But when Kawhi got it, he was the most effective on the court. But second quarter, Team Giannis is going to win $100K for After School Matters, capped off by this half-court heave from Trae Young. So Team Giannis wins $100K. They win the second quarter, 51-30. So $100K both sides. Third quarter, let's see who'll get that extra $100K to the foundation that they've chosen. Team LeBron or Team Giannis. Joel Embiid off the beautiful pass from Kemba, hooping it down. It's a big dude that's able to windmill. LeBron going behind the back and ooking Chris Middleton going in for the jam. It's a close one here at the end of the third. Russell Westbrook get the lay in and go. We're tied at 37, 42 seconds to go. Again, $100K on the line at the end of the third. Fourth quarter, remember, we'll add 24 to the total scores. And then we'll find our target score in honor of Kobe Bryant. Jokic drilling a three to give Team LeBron the 1-point lead with 22 seconds. They make a free throw. Now Trae Young up top to Rudy Gobert, who I thought was one of the best players on the court. He had 21 and 11, tied it up at 41. Last chance for Team LeBron to win the third. Russell Westbrook, no good. So we'll keep that $100K for the third quarter, and whatever team wins the fourth, they'll get the $100K for the third, the fourth, and for winning the final score. So we add 24 to Team Giannis's 133, and then target score is 157. Look at this block from Giannis on LeBron James. Initially, it was called a goaltend. The call was overturned. This is a clean block from Giannis. It's close, man. I don't know if that ball got to the cylinder first. Maybe, I don't know. Anywho, Team LeBron is up 154, 153. No game clock. LeBron goes in and gets the easy jam. Team Giannis was giving up the two. They didn't want to give up a three because obviously you lose. They go down and get free throws from Embiid. So 156, 155. LeBron finds his Laker, Anthony Davis, who's fouled by Kyle Lowry. So I hate that it had to come down to this. LeBron saying it's over. Anthony Davis has 2 free throws. All he needs is one to win this one for Team LeBron. He misses the first free throw. Now it's pressure on the second free throw. If he misses, Team Giannis could get the rock and score. We'll never know what would have happened because AD wins it for his teammate in real life, Team LeBron. They win. Kawhi, your Kobe Bryant MVP. 157-155 is the final score. The best part out of all this, $400,000 going to the Chicago Scholars. Congratulations to them kids. Yeah, you got to be able to admit when you're wrong. I was wrong. I was one of the people. I wasn't by myself, but I'll take it on the chin. I was one of the people that was very critical of this All-Star game format when it was announced. I thought Adam Silver and company were doing entirely too much, and I was absolutely wrong. It worked. It was a great success. I'm super happy that they opted to do this. Now, here's the thing that I, just being myself and being critical of everything, I do want to say this. As much as I love that All-Star game, one of the best in 15, 20 years, in my opinion, well, probably one of the greatest ever. I will say this. I don't know if those guys were playing hard because of the new format or because of they were, obviously honoring Kobe Bryant. They had the 24s for one team, and then the other team, for Team Giannis, had 24s, and for Team LeBron, they had the number 2s for his, Kobe's daughter, Gianna, obviously. Rest in peace to both of those individuals and the 7 other people whose lives were lost in that helicopter crash. I don't know if they were doing this in honor of, playing hard in honor of Kobe and his legacy and the MVP award being named the Kobe Bryant Award, or did these guys just really want to play hard for the nature of this new format? I don't know. One other little small critique, and this can be worked out. Obviously, Adam Silver, when they put this formula together, they did not expect the game to end on a free throw. But I do believe in the long term, you don't want the game to end on a free throw. And I thought about this long and hard because you still want fouls to matter, right? You don't want guys just hacking other guys and somebody get injured because fouls don't matter. I thought long and hard, how can you make it a way that fouls still matter and free throws still matter? So I thought about this. Instead of the game being able to end on a free throw, what if, let's say when AD was at the line at the end right there, what if when you make a free throw, when you have, for example, with the target score for this game was 157, the Team LeBron was at 156, instead of giving AD and Team LeBron the win at 157 when he made that free throw, what if that actually takes a point away from Team Giannis? I thought about that one on my own. I didn't follow anybody for that one. I thought that would be a great adjustment. Please let me know what you thought about the All-Star Game 2020. I just think that would be a great adjustment. I don't want to see the game end on a team making a free throw, right? That's no good. But I do want something to matter with those free throws, and I want fouls to matter still. So I think that's a nice balance. If you take a point away, like instead of Team LeBron getting a point, when we're at the target score, a couple points away from it, or maybe just in the fourth quarter in general, any free throw that's made, kind of like, since it's a 21 type game, it's a pickup type game anyway, how about we use those pickup rules? When you're playing 21, everywhere I've ever been in my life playing basketball, when you get to 20 playing 21, if you miss, you go back to 15. In some places it's 13. You know what I mean, right? If some places it's 10, you go back to 10, right? But most places, if you missed at 20, you miss, you go back to 15. So I think if your team makes the free throw when they're right before their target score, instead of giving them the win, let's not do it like that. Let's take points away, or hell, maybe send their score back a few, just to add a little more pressure to it if they miss, right, to that set. And I want to read off some box scores here. LeBron had 23 points. He was 9 of 20 from the field. That's no good in a dunk contest when a few of those field goals made are wide open jams, right? You just got easy lay-ins. Kawhi was 11 of 18. 8 for 14 from the three-point line. AD I thought was pretty good, 9 of 16 from the field. I thought Harden was pretty bad. Only played 18 minutes. Luka Doncic, I don't know if he was on a minutes restriction because of his ankle. I should probably find it out. But only played 18 minutes. Frank Vogel opted to go with Chris Paul down the stretch. And this might have been Chris Paul's last All-Star game. My guess is in years to come, they're going to give that spot to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the up-and-coming star of that OKC Thunder team. If they're in the playoff mix, I don't know how many more times we're going to see Chris Paul in the game in this capacity. That could have been it. I don't want to take that moment for granted. Chris Paul did close this game out, and he played well in the game. He gave his Team LeBron team 23 points, so he was pretty good. Tatum had a couple moments. Ben Simmons was really good, 8 of 9 from the field, 17 points. If anybody's going to benefit from an open lane and get dunks, a guy that doesn't shoot the basketball, it's going to be Ben Simmons. So he was absolutely phenomenal in that setting. He's great for that type of setting when he don't got to shoot threes and he can get open dunks. Giannis was great, 25 points. He would have likely been the MVP, 25 points, 11 rebounds. Had his team won. 22 and 10 for Embiid. He was their go-to guy down the stretch. In the fourth quarter, after Giannis blocked LeBron, then LeBron locked in on Giannis as well. So if Giannis can't get a dunk, when guys lock in defensively that got body structure similar to Giannis, we've seen in the past, it's tough for Giannis to get a basket. Again, this dude he's the MVP of the league, but when guys want to lock in and get a stop, when they got body, it's only so many guys that got that frame to compete with Giannis. But when you want to stop on Giannis, if you know it, that's why I believe Andre Iguodala in the Miami Heat could be a really big test for Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Bucks in the playoffs. When you got that frame, if you got that grown man strength and you brewing, you can get a stop on Giannis. And we saw that again. LeBron forced a turnover on Giannis down the stretch. Wasn't in the highlight. Siakam had 15. He played okay. That's pretty much it. Kemba Walker had a couple nice moves, 23 points. He missed a lot of shots. Like I said, I thought Rudy Gobert was one of the team Giannis' best players. But overall, great. Money's raised for charity. $400,000 for the Chicago Scholars. 100K, which I don't want to overlook. That's still a lot of money, and I'm pretty sure behind the scenes guys are going to give money. What's the name of that foundation? I don't want to get it wrong here. I want to make sure I get that right. Again, the final score is 157-155. Again, the After School Matters gets 100K for that's Giannis' team, and 400K for Team LeBron and the Chicago Scholars. Excuse me. That's great. I'm happy that charity was able to win in this one. I'm happy that kids were able to win in this situation. Great. I think the game's got something going forward. A couple of tweaks, and I think we got something here. I will say this: the temperament of the NBA always kind of goes where LeBron goes. Look, LeBron's in year 17. Next year, if LeBron's voted in as the All-Star captain, look, he'll be in year 18. He'll be 36 years of age. Kevin Durant hopefully will be back. Steph Curry will hopefully be back. Klay Thompson will hopefully be back. These are perennial all-stars that usually make the game. I want to say this. I want somebody else to step up. I don't know if it could be Giannis because Giannis has the language barrier. I don't know if guys really love KD off the court like that. Steph seemed as this great kid, but nobody really loves Steph Curry. I feel like guys don't respect Steph Curry on the court. I don't think that's right, but I'm just telling you what I think about, I feel like some of his peers. And I've talked to some guys who are not all-stars in the NBA, but they're good players in the league. And behind the scenes, Steph Curry doesn't have the most respect. I need somebody to step up that has enough clout in the NBA. And I don't know who that guy is right now in the new group of guys. I need somebody to step up and set the temperament. I don't want it always to be on LeBron. LeBron played hard this year, so I feel like a lot of other guys play hard this year. You know, Kawhi's not a big talker. Paul George's not a big talker. I know he didn't make the game this year, but he usually is an all-star. He's been injured this year. I need somebody else to step up and set the tone of the all-star game. Keep it competitive. It shouldn't always be on. LeBron's been in the year for pretty much 2 decades now. It shouldn't always be on him. I need, a Joel Embiid maybe is that guy. I don't know how many more years. Russ, we can't always count on LeBron and Russ to be the guys that play hard no matter what. Harden has not been good in all-star games. Just honestly speaking, if you look at it overall, he has not been good in all-star games. I believe he's partying too much all-star weekend, and more power to him. Jimmy Butler hasn't been good in these games. I need some of you party animals to take this game a little more serious, man. And it's not about LeBron, AD, Kawhi. These guys come to play when they're on the court. Giannis plays hard every moment he's on the court. Siakam, Embiid, these dudes play hard. I need somebody that has the command on the league to step up and just kind of, get guys to play. What y'all think about the All-Star Game 2020? Let me know in the comment box below. I'm out. You into sports, we got you. NFL news, I got you. NBA news, NBA highlights, NBA full coverage, feature stories, all that great stuff, I got you. We even got a little bit of Madden and 2K mixed in. Subscribe to this platform, and I got you. More quality content on the way. Subscribe.